We just landed on the moon in the Lambo, taking pictures with the zoom and the angle. We'll be coming back to you with the samples. Our predictions coming soon with a halo. We just landed on the moon in the Lambo, taking pictures with the zoom and the angle.
Hello, future millionaires. This is Aztec, and this is the CSC. I'm known for making bold predictions about the future, and today I'm going to make another. All last year, I talked about the Matic network, and I told you that the Matic network was going to become the future. Well, the future is now, and the Matic network is now powering Ethereum and scaling it to its potential. Now, the future is still Matic because Ethereum essentially will always be Ethereum, very powerful, and it will need scaling. So Matic is still the future, though the future is transitioning between this time period where layer ones are being scaled, for instance, Matic, and the next leg, which is interoperability. So today we're going to talk about the Internet of Blockchains. But before we do that, I am going to make some housekeeping calls here. I want to talk about Doge. I want to talk about, the future in general. And let's start off with this tweet here. So it says, the internet gave the world the ability to move information permissionlessly, and crypto/blockchain is giving the world the ability to move all value permissionlessly. The next stage of crypto is the Internet of Blockchains, Cosmos. So we are going to be talking about Cosmos today and why I believe that the next leg of crypto is interoperability and how Cosmos will play such a powerful role in this. Now, before we get into that and before we get into Doge, I do want to say I really believe Bitcoin will bounce here. If we take a look at my BLX chart, you can see that Bitcoin, even though it is currently under the 21-week average, if we look at the last bull run, you can see that there was a couple times where Bitcoin kind of came underneath the 21. Here you also see another wick, but we proceeded to bounce several times off the 21 weekly average. And I believe this is the first time in this bull run that we have actually touched the 21 weekly average. I believe we're going to bounce. Also, in addition to all of that, I noticed that it seems that either a big institution, a big investor, possibly Google or Facebook are going to add Bitcoin to the balance sheet. I think this information is coming soon. I believe Bitcoin is going to bounce. You have seen many of my tweets talk about Facebook getting involved. And, I think Bitcoin is going to bounce here. So that's the short story. Now, Bitcoin versus Doge, I want to say Doge doesn't have a cap on its supply. It also does not have a core developer team, which Elon is trying to remedy. But the thing is it will not supplant Bitcoin. Before we get into all this heavy technical stuff, I want to say to my new buddies and new people that are following me that Doge will not supplant Bitcoin. It is essentially the plastic to the gold. Bitcoin is store of value and hedge and all these things, and Doge is essentially cryptocurrency, something that you can spend. You don't spend your Bitcoin on coffee, but you may spend either Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, or Doge. And as the future comes into fruition, I believe that things will slowly start being priced in crypto versus only being priced in the dollar or your reserve currency, or the reserve currency or your fiat, wherever you're at. So this is the thing. Doge, is it going away? Is it a good investment? I'm not invested in it. I do believe that it will continue to go up. I think Doge will hit $1, but it will not supplant Bitcoin. It will not take over. It's just an entirely different thing. It is kind of what Satoshi probably, envisioned, which is a peer-to-peer cash for the world, which is easy to use, scalable, all these things. I believe Doge can possibly be that, and we see that Elon is jumping in bed with Doge. Now the thing is that also, Elon has talked a lot about Bitcoin here recently, and I don't think that it's a negative thing. I think what he's doing is one of two things: either bringing in his friends, letting them get a cheaper price, so that the overall system becomes more robust with these institutions or big private investors jumping in, or he's going to come out with some kind of green energy, possibly like solar, miner system, and he's going to come out as a savior for Bitcoin. And I think that in these markets that are driven by emotion and uncertainty at times, everyone will flip bullish on Elon again. I think, essentially once we realize that Bitcoin or Elon is not selling his Bitcoin. Now to move forward here, I did say that we're going to talk about Cosmos. And also before we get into that, I do want to say, DeFi, NFTs, they are the killer dApps of crypto currently. But the next leg, I believe, will be gaming, blockchain gaming, essentially, and also interoperability. So let's get into interoperability. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Matic, though as their website shows, Polygon, which is, the rebrand essentially. Polygon is a protocol and a framework for building and connecting Ethereum compatible blockchain networks. So essentially what Matic is, its interoperability play is between Ethereum-like blockchains. So guys, don't get bored on this technical. This is important. This is why Matic is important and why it still has a future, is because Ethereum is important and will have, a future, and we'll always need a second layer, being Polygon, which is the only, viable second layer solution, scaling mechanism for Ethereum. But it's also going to be the interoperability play between all of the Ethereum-like chains. So, it's going to bridge the gap between all the ERC20s that are, going around all these platforms or networks. So this is important, and I believe that Polygon has a future and is still bullish, though, we have to understand that it has a large market cap at this point. And so that kind of brings us into Cosmos. Cosmos has a little under a $5 billion market cap, and if you compare that to Polkadot, which is honestly still an experiment, whereas Cosmos is not an experiment only. It is experimenting and becoming, but it is also working and much further along than Polkadot, and has a better structure. I don't like parachains, but you look at Polkadot, it has close to a $40 billion market cap versus Cosmos with a roughly $5+ billion market cap. We need to refresh here. So what that tells me is that because I believe Cosmos is more structurally sound, more robust, more powerful, and the interoperability play, that Cosmos is, in my opinion, very undervalued. And Cosmos is different because it is the interoperability play between all the other crypto assets out there. So in comparison to Polygon, where Polygon is working with ERC20 tokens, synthetic ERC20 tokens, to bridge these gaps between platforms and other crypto assets, it's, Polygon is within the Ethereum-like chains. Cosmos is bridging the gap between all crypto assets, meaning it will be able to directly interact with crypto assets outside of the Cosmos or Ethereum ecosystems like Bitcoin, XRP, things from Polkadot, whatever, it will be able to interact with all other standards and crypto assets, essentially. So this interoperability play is much more vast and very important for the future, because we know here on this channel that the future of blockchain is the internet of blockchains. So here we go, guys. Let's take a look at this real quick, high level. Not gonna dive, too deep into all the technicals of Cosmos, because it is very technical. But, they say that they are the internet of blockchains. Cosmos is an ever-expanding ecosystem of interconnected apps and services built for a decentralized future. But let me shock you guys. Before, we really dive into this rabbit hole. Let me show you something I bet you didn't know. Now, this is a Cosmos community run page here, and this is showing the Cosmos ecosystem. Now, isn't it interesting that Binance Smart Chain is within the Cosmos ecosystem, built with Tendermint-based technology, and used the Cosmos SDK to develop their Binance Smart Chain. Also, guys, wait for it. We see here that persistence, you guys know I love persistence, also within the Cosmos ecosystem, and Polygon. Polygon, Tendermint-based blockchain, and also, within the Cosmos ecosystem. So what I want to show you is that you probably didn't know that these huge players and many other huge players are within the Cosmos ecosystem. And guys, it is undervalued. Cosmos itself, and the token being Atom, which supports governance and is the proof of stake token of the Cosmos ecosystem, which secures the Cosmos hub. So guys, Cosmos is important and the ecosystem is vast, and soon many of these apps and services will be integrated with the IBC, which is the blockchain communication protocol, essentially, which which allows all these apps and services to speak to each other, which creates interoperability. So for instance, Binance Smart Chain, being within the Cosmos ecosystem, will integrate with IBC soon, and create interoperability for its blockchain. But that will be integrated within the Cosmos hub. So just to make it high level and easy to understand, the core of Cosmos. So Cosmos is very, very important, not only beyond what I just showed you guys, more so Gravity DEX is deploying to the Cosmos hub, or the core of Cosmos. And this DEX is revolutionary. Essentially, it has a AMM, so automated market maker, and interface that looks very similar to Uniswap, but it will also allow for limit trades, very similar to the type of trading experience that you would receive on a central exchange. And also on top of that, because of Cosmos's interoperability, you will be able to trade all crypto assets on this DEX, giving Cosmos honestly a very powerful DEX. For instance, you have Uniswap on Ethereum layer 1. You have another even more powerful DEX on layer 2, Matic Network being QuickSwap. But you are also going to have DEXs like this, which are interoperable, and this will be powered by the Cosmos hub. So Cosmos is truly going to be powerful, guys. And I did mention persistence being within the Cosmos ecosystem. Cosmos allows for so much more, and this allows persistence to truly be the protocol that's powering next gen financial products. Some of the products that you may know of is Comdex, which is bridging the gap between institutions and crypto. So it says here, decentralized commodities trading. And also, this is coming soon, P-stake, liquid staking, so derivatives. So if you stake your tokens, you can also get a derivative token for what you're staking and then use that for whatever else you want, you know, to further integrate that into DeFi, stake, create yield, whatever. You can do that. So these products are extremely powerful. Again, within the Cosmos ecosystem, you know, persistence itself being what is powering these products. And as you can see from this tweet here, you can see that Comdex crosses $100 million in transaction volume as institutional adoption soars. This is very important, guys, because you're talking about actual institutional adoption. Everyone talks about institutions, but where is this adoption actually taking place? Well, it's happening on persistence through Comdex here, guys. And in addition to that news, we also see that P-stake or P-stake Finance, essentially, which is their Twitter handle, shows that liquid staking is coming quickly. So in addition to all of that, guys, you know, Cosmos being very bullish, in my opinion, for the future, the next leg, you know, interoperability, you know, all of that. But then when you have persistence as well, it is also very bullish. Their token XPRT is something I'm invested in. And you can see here that over 90% of the tokens are being staked. That means there is a very small supply on the market, meaning this token, in my opinion, has the ability to run like no other token. You know, to sum things up, I believe in Polygon. You know, I believe in the future. I believe that it will continue to be the future, but I believe that it is also the now. So a lot of money, you know, if you're looking for new money plays, you know, in my opinion, it is the new dApps or projects that are launching on top of Polygon. Because of all the money, you know, flooding to Polygon, you know, these new projects can receive multiples and X's of, you know, profit. But, you know, if you're wanting to position your portfolio for the future, what you should really be looking at, in my opinion, is interoperability plays. And interoperability plays that are potentially even more significant, meaning, you know, they're going to be able to truly interact with other crypto assets, not just through wrappers or, you know, through, you know, to some kind of synthetic asset. So guys, this is my opinion. I hope this was informational. Never give up on their future money. Take it easy.